You have some interesting news for you. REEF technology raises $70 million from SoftBank, which is a lot of money. And it's a company that remakes parking lot, transform parking lot to something else, and they're basically doing so many different lines of business. But what I'm really interested in is cloud kitchen. So before we dive in, if you would like to receive more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is my greatest encouragement. Okay, so let's dive right in. If you never heard of REEF, it's a company. Basically, it's described as kind of like WeWork for neighborhood for neighborhood store. Maybe in your neighborhood there are a lot of neighborhood stores, corner stores, and this is the WeWork co-working space for them. Sounds maybe confusing, but let me explain a little bit more. Basically, it try to change the parking spaces to the better utilized space, and they say it's converting to the paradise. Um, the I just see they as converting to the place they use in a more efficient way. And in general, they have $1 billion in capital, and to expand their operation, they are going to expand the operation in a very big way. And they call this proximity as a service platform. I think it's like they provide you a lot of components to do business. For example, for the cloud kitchen example, they not only provide you a space to do your cloud kitchen, they also provide you deliver service and also kitchen workers, or like even cooks. You even can have cooks from them, hire like part-time cooks on there. So that makes the things on demand. If your kitchen business getting big, you can just rent more kitchen worker delivery people. Then you can just scale easily. Just imagine this is a little bit like Amazon Web Services in the restaurant version. In the Amazon Web Services or Google platform, you can, if your website just suddenly get more and more traffic, you can just rent more virtual machine from them so that you can scale very easily. And for REEF, I think they also want to provide these kind of things. So that's why they call this proximity as a service. I think this is the term that invented by them. It's a marketing term, but maybe it's an interesting concept. And they even want to open an open air entertainment venues in Austin. I think that's a interesting and very quick response to COVID-19, because now people, for example, stand-up comedy, people couldn't really do that indoors, and some people do that in the parking lots, like drive-through comedy, like driving comedy. But it's maybe a little bit weird because you basically weird interaction. I think they want to address this problem. I'm not really sure, but they didn't really say it clearly. But similar concept, and they also have a lot of different lines of service. I'm not going to cover that. I'm mostly kind of focus on the cloud kitchen, and they already have 100 neighborhood kitchens. They call it neighborhood kitchens, but we can also call it cloud kitchens, which is the kitchen they don't have dining area, only do delivery. I think the very good thing is they provide you delivery service so that you don't really need to have your own one. But I know a lot of small restaurants, they also don't have their own. They use like Uber Eats, DoorDash delivery. So not really sure what's the advantage of that, but the biggest advantage I would definitely say is on-demand kitchen workers, because Uber Eats does not provide you chefs, does not provide you other kitchen workers. But the REEF, if you use their service, this imagine just a co-working space, right? You can put your kitchen there, you can put your food trunk there, but also not only you can just park your kitchen there, you can also hire workers to help your kitchen. That's an innovative concept. But is that really the problem for people that need to hire a lot of kitchen workers for restaurants? For the cloud kitchen, not really sure, because hiring a kitchen worker is also not hard for them. And more importantly, is that really like your business, your kitchen business will have a lot of fluctuation, so that sometimes you need to hire more people, sometimes you don't. This one I am not sure, because it's not the same as websites, right? Websites, definitely in the internet, your traffic is very fluctuating. Sometimes you can have 10 times or 100 times more traffic, so that you need to rent more services. But in the physical world, this just happens less frequently. Okay, so that's a thing that we need to observe in the future to see if this kind of business model is viable. And it also provides, I think the most important thing is provides labor for business to scale. That's the single biggest differentiation point that I can see so far. And on-demand deliveries. In general, it raised a lot of money, 700 millions. And for sure, they will not use all their money to expand kitchens on it. I think they will. They even say they are going to do edge computing, but this just confused me. Yeah, confused me. I'm not really sure how edge computing can combine with their current business models. But one thing I can tell you is it's getting a lot of money and expanding maybe relatively quickly. And even after WeWork, and SoftBank still is willing to invest in this kind of space industry, space conversion industry, co-working space industry. That's interesting, and let's just see what will happen in the future. And if you would like to receive more technology reviews like this, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, I will see you next time.